Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're starting a Bretonnia campaign, because the old world just came out. It's all about Bretonnia, and it's made me want to play some Bretonnia. You might say, why not Tomb Kings? Because I hate playing Tomb Kings. I hate them. I hate army limits. They're very annoying. So we can play Bretonnia, that has army limits, but not strict ones. Like, you can still do it, it just costs you more upkeep, which I think is fair. Anyway, we're going to play as the Fay Enchantress on the old world campaign map. Not that old world, although it is responding to the same, it's referring to the same landmass, though the old world, the game, like the tabletop game, a lot of people read that and think, oh, because it's the world, the old one, not the Age of Sigmar world, but the old world, even though it is that, but it's also the old world, this part of the world, which is referred to as the old world, with the other stuff being, the other stuff that would be over here being the new world, you know, like how we'd say in real life. So it's the old world at an older time than when that world was current. See what I mean? It's dumb. Just don't name it the old world. It's confusing because it means so many things. Anyway, whatever. We're playing on the old world mod. This one, in homage to the old world, a different one. I know, we're playing the Fay Enchantress, let's just say that. So we're going to get the peasant economy, plus 5 peasants available to the faction, casualty replenishment rate, plus 15, this is faction effects, plus 15% casualty replenishment rate is an obscene bonus. It is absolutely bonkers. I love it. It's terrifying. We can just throw peasants at the enemy all day long, and who cares if they get injured? We'll sew them back up and push them back at the orcs again, and they're going to do it because they love the lady and they're scared of us as well. Lord effects, extra chivalry per turn. Blessing of the Lady will give a 15% damage resistance, which is very, very nice, and the causes fear, which is kind of pointless. I don't think that's particularly useful. We'll probably have some stuff that causes terror, although will we? Bretonnia doesn't have a lot of sort of monstrous stuff, certainly not in her army. We may need to get some like hippogriff knights or something at some point. Yeah, terror bombs are going to be hard, isn't it? It's going to be hard to terrify people. Huh, I hadn't thought of that. But anyway, here we are in the old world, and as far as difficulty goes, playing hard on campaign, I find higher than that, you're just fighting a full stack every turn, and it's frankly boring. It's just dull. And battle difficulty we can put on higher, because the battles, I've played far too much Total War to play on lower difficulties on battle difficulty. I'm even going to give them the cheats this time. Recently I had been not giving them the cheats, but having the higher battle difficulty, so the AI is more responsive, but they don't just cheat. But actually I think I do need to let them cheat, as much as I hate that. I've played too much of this game. I do need to give the AI a leg up somehow. And AI having a leg up, having a giant invasion might be a pretty good one, but I can't guarantee we're going to actually see any of these things spawn, because we're going to be playing not for objectives, not for like a box ticking thing to get to the victory screen. We're going to play in an emergent way. If there's a story that kind of emerges as of, you know, us playing, then that'll be what we'll resolve, and we'll call it a day when it feels like a natural time to stop the campaign, rather than just snowballing and then ticking a bunch of boxes for another like 10 episodes for no reason. Right, we're going to end at a nice natural end point, and then we can start another campaign or another series on the channel or something. So we're gonna play this quite casually. It's January, you know, it's not a new release, so we're just gonna have a chill experience with it. Let's go.
Dark are these times, and dark my mood.
Alright, I mean, I did just say we're gonna have a nice casual fun campaign, and she's already just like, oh, I'm sad. Je suis le tired. Just stop it, okay? Come on, we're here to have fun. So, yeah, Carcassonne playing various ways. We'll see as we play. Don't you worry. And we need to engage the enemy. Our enemies gather to strike against us. Attack first and deny them the opportunity to reach full strength. Ha ha ha! We have Louis de Mier here, and we have the Fay Enchantress. We're going to have them become friends. And before we do this battle, we need to set our vows. And get out of here. So, should the Knights of Bretonnia answer the call to battle, their preservation and empowerment shall be my duty. So they may ward away all that is foul and evil to strike down the foes of this great land of chivalry. My obligation to the lady realized. So yeah, this is the oath to the lady. So, Pledge of Knowledge, research 5 technologies on leading an army. Be present in a region 5 times when a building completes. She's probably not actually going to be anywhere near buildings being completed because she's going to be on the march for much of the early campaign. Rank up 5 times. Easy. We'll do that one. Probably the same for you as well. When the clarion call is sounded, I will ride out and fight in the name of liege and lady. While I draw breath, the lands bequeathed unto me will remain untainted by evil. Honor is all, chivalry is all. Rank up 5 times? Well, I did say chivalry is all. It's the same ones, isn't it? Actually, complete 5 hero actions. That's quite an easy one to do, but sort of tedious, because it's a hero action to join an army. So you can just every turn have him step out of the army and then step back in. That's just tedious. It's the easiest one to do, provided you can be bothered. So I'm just going to do Pledge to Chivalry. He'll level up, it's fine. We're not really relying on this guy to have the Grail Vow. It's just he'll get bonuses for himself, you know, rather than bonuses for the army. If we have a look at the Fay Enchantress, this will allow us to have greatly reduced upkeep for Knights Errant and Knights of the Realm and Pegasus Knights. That is a massive deal. All of the knights cost a ludicrous amount, as you would expect. They should cost a lot more than peasants. They expect all the best. But if they are under the banner of someone, you know, who has sort of proven themselves, then then they'll do it.
Protect Bretonnia.
So, hello there. We're going to fight it. It's the first battle of the campaign, so it's tradition to do it. So let's do it. Okay. So this is our army. It's very dark. Very spooky. Very dark and spooky. Oh no, the orcs have taken our tournament ground. At least I think this is... Yeah, this is a tournament ground. Yeah, this is the jousting fence. Like that, this seems a bit long. Is that too long? I don't know. It's got that vibe. I'll take it. Take it back from these guys. So, let's see. We have Grail Guardians. I'm going to put them out wide. You're already in range of things, so that's fine. I might put you a little bit further forward, so maybe get a better arc. Potentially. Alright, got our Peasant Bowman and everybody else. Alright, you know what? I'm going to charge them all in. I say that. I'm actually going to just put these on the outskirts of the forest so they can shoot out. So, archers can shoot through trees if they're close to them. So you can have people shooting out of forests fairly successfully, but you can't have them shooting into forests very well. You'll hit the trees. Well, I'm not enjoying that much. Should we heal you up? Yeah, I'll attach it to them. So yeah, we do have law of I want to say jade, law of life, also known as jade magic, which is very handy. Ooh, nice. Well done, Blessed Field Trebuchet. That's why it's the superior siege weapon. I don't even know what started that meme. Everyone knows the meme, right? About the Trebuchet being a superior siege weapon. I'm not even sure what started that. I'm sure if someone reminds me, to be like, oh, yeah, of course it's that thing. It was that show or something. Alright, now I want you to sit tight, actually. You don't sit tight, you run in like a lunatic. So get our Grail Guardians up and around. I would normally want them to just sort of like charge into the front and actually be quite aggressive. You know, no, stop. To actually be quite aggressive in their sort of assault. But yeah, not today. They're the only thing I have that's mobile that can shut down their artillery, so I can charge into the next lot. Oh yeah, I did say you lot can shoot them, but I've changed my mind. Ooh, don't like the damage he's taken. So let's fix him. Let's fix him right up. Alright, go for them next, please. We're keeping them at bay, which is nice. Alright, let's put you on guard mode. And let's just step you forwards a bit. So hopefully we can start a bit of a... Ooh, yeah, this will help. Favour of the Fae, join the Grail Guardians, so they'll have extra melee attack. I mean, they seem to be fighting absolutely everyone right now, so Yeah, having them have do extra damage might be useful. You can shoot them too, actually. And you can shoot into there. I feel like we're shooting the back of our own men quite a bit. We've lost a handful of Grail Guardians as well, which I'm not happy about. Let's make sure they keep getting heals off, huh? You are getting heals, good. And yeah, Louis is doing quite well here. Alright, you guys, let's back you guys up. And we'll just let the archers and trebuchets do the job. We do need to deal with them as well at some point. That's right, I'm charging in with everybody now. Hopefully that fear will lower his morale a little bit. Lovely. Alright, let's charge you back that way. Yeah, keep running, guys. Archers, keep arching. Keep arching. I like the red and blue costumes. They just look like angry Mario. Yeah, I'm here for it. Decisive victory. Awesome. I do love how, like, when you have a Jade Wizard and a Paladin, like, a Paladin can go toe-to-toe with, like, an Orc war boss, you know? It's very cool. Also, we didn't lose any. 32 is the maximum. I was thinking it was 45, but no, Grail Guardian's a smaller unit, aren't they? A lot of cavalry. Silly me. So that's nice. We didn't lose any. They did great. Do I want to lose Chivalry? So the problem with this is if we pick ransom captives a lot, then there's a negative trait associated with it. We can loiter somewhere with a chapel to get rid of those traits, but it might be a while before we can actually build a Grail chapel. So I'm not sure I want to do that. I think I want to play as chivalrously as possible, and that means executing all the captives. Chivalry isn't necessarily morality. It's not a great replacement, really. But anyway, we'll kill the orcs. That's fine. They're just orcs, you know. Alright, so we did that. Got a bit of extra cash, bit of extra chivalry. Lovely. Speaking of chivalry, one thing I'm going to want to do is do a Decree of Bretonnia. That's going to get us some extra chivalry and extra melee attack and charge bonus for lords and embedded heroes. But I basically want to get the Green Tide Decree. I want to get this so we get extra chivalry every time we defeat greenskins. Greenskins are going to hate us for it, that's fine, but it also gives us some other bonuses. Although I do wonder if we're going to be basically done fighting these orcs. Because I don't know if there are a whole lot of other orcs in this area. Because it's not like the old Bretonnia campaign that on turn 2 I think it kicked in. I think, if I recall. It would say, oh, orcs everywhere, and it put your control, which is your public order, down a bunch. And it would spawn loads of orc rebels. For ages, for like the first 20 turns or something. So it was actually really good to get that. You could farm a bunch of chivalry really early. That's not happening anymore, I don't think, in this. Now we just naturally fight stuff. It doesn't sort of give us something to do early while we're getting all the technologies to confederate the rest of Bretonnia. So, yeah, I don't know if that's the best thing to get. We'll get Decrees of Bretonnia, though, and then I might get, Death's Grip to fight the vampire counts to our east, or maybe... which one is it? Sewer Cleaning Decree. Because there are going to be a lot of Skaven around here somewhere. So we'll see. We'll see once we've got that, what the situation looks like. So next up, we're going to fight Dragon Fools, which we can't actually auto-resolve, because we'll lose some troops. Do I care about those peasants, though? I mean, I kind of want to keep the Spearman's arms at least, so I guess we're going to fight it. So, as high as our punishment rate is, it doesn't bring units back from the dead. It's not necromancy. As far as we know. It's not. Alright, in you go. You go straight for those archers. That's nice and easy. And you guys, I guess you can run into... I mean, there's no goblin wolf riders. They're going to be a bit of a problem, actually. Let's shoot at them. I think I have an alright charge bonus there that I'm not going to enjoy. Oh. Goblins did a disappearing act. Okay, let's charge them down. Paladin of Bretonnia. Alright, let's heal him now. Practically cheating. I've got some battle pilgrims as well, I really enjoy. Oh, they're great. Have the shields upside down, of course. Yeah, well, missed that charge. Goblin archers are basically done. Alright, start shooting that way.
Fay Enchantress.
Alright, let's blow up their lord. That'll surely upset them. Yeah, battle pilgrims are having a bit of
I
trouble.
am the Fay.
Alright, good. You can attack over there. You guys can run in this way. I actually go to the Fay Enchantress. Mess with them. Battle pilgrims, I'm going to give some extra damage. Probably should have just given it to the Grail Guardians, to be honest. Oh, brilliant. They turned back around to go for the Grail Guardians. And now they're getting... they're just torn to pieces. And these peasant mob have actually been holding these goblin archers at bay. Perfect match, that. The weakest possible target they could be fighting. It's very handy. So yeah, these goblins are going to get just peppered to bits. Oh, also, I always forget this. You've got that, you've got something, don't you? What ability is it? Oh, there we go. Miss the Lady. Yeah, it does damage to people when you're in melee. I always forget about that. I always forget she has that. I always think that it's something you unlock as you play. But no, Miss the Lady. Very good. So it's -5 melee attack and 8 to 16 damage per second for all units in range when you're in melee. So yeah, we actually want to make sure she keeps getting into melee. Always forget that's a thing. So yeah, really, really handy. So whenever there's like a damage over time thing, when you're in melee like that, it's known as the Mortis Engine effect. Because it was the Mortis Engine, was, I believe, the first unit in Total War Warhammer that had an effect like that. So it always is referred to as the Mortis Engine effect. You know, newer players might be a bit baffled by that. But yeah, damage over time when you're in combat, the Mortis Engine effect. Okay. Just going to occupy it. This is mine now. So one bit of design, a design note on the Old World campaign is this campaign doesn't make a lot of sense in that your initial enemy doesn't actually hold all of your starting province, so you have to declare war on somebody else in order to secure your starting province, which is a bit weird. Sort of a bit annoying, that, but it's not the worst thing in the world, but it is nice to just sort of have that first province just be like, oh yeah, I'll just fight this one enemy, boom, 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 I've got my base of operations, let's start the campaign properly. Like, it's nice to have that. So we have leveled up a couple times. So let's get... I mean, there's some really nice extra bits and bobs up here, which are pretty cool. So like spell resistance for Battle Pilgrim and Grail Reliquaries, charge bonus for them as well. Basic training, vigor loss reduction for the whole army is really good. Lion-Hearted gives rally and stand your ground cooldown bonuses, so we can use these more often. Makes a very good support, especially because I'm pretty sure you get the benefit of stand your ground if you use it. Well, you do, and that's great if she's going to need to be in combat to do damage. Like, that's very cool. Have that damage over time effect and get her in the front line and keep the front line, your front line, safer for longer and heal them up. You know, it's pretty cool. Gives her a lot of sustain, even though she has basically no armor. We'll see if we can remedy that to some extent as we play. Because, yeah, she will get more special things later. That's all Grail Guardian stuff. Get out of the way. Extra control and growth. Ward save. No, that's only for prophetesses and lords. All armies, though. Okay, so she doesn't get any big defenses for herself, does she? No, not really. Yeah, we're going to have to be careful with it. I haven't played a Fay Enchantress campaign in a billion years. I might be exaggerating. Slightly less than a billion. But quite a lot. Quite a lot. I'm going to go with Inspiring Presence and, you know what, Route Marcher. Because we've got a lot of distance to tread. We'll get Blade Master for you. Now, let's do some recruitment. So I would like my Grail Guardians to be able to smash into the front line. Getting something that can accost the back line will be useful. I'm also going to get some more Man-at-Arms, so we have more of a front line. But yeah, I think that'll do. Although, I guess I could... No, I think I want the Mounted Yeoman. I want more damage on the charge than just peppering enemies with arrows. You know, I'd rather just get Peasant Archers if I was going to pepper things with arrows. Not that I can get them yet, but yeah, we're going to get the Mounted Yeoman. I'll change them out for, like, Knight's Errant or something when I can. But yeah, that should do it. Moving on. Alright, construct one of each of the following buildings. Each of the following single building. Tower of the Enchantress. This is for Morgiana's mirror. Her name is Morgiana the Fay, by the way. Morgiana. Something. As the Fay Enchantress travels between the sacred groves, she draws to her side young children who harbor latent powers, destined to return to serve Bretonnia as damsels. One such girl, particularly favoured by the Lady of the Lake, had gifted the Enchantress a most resplendent hand mirror. That, I've decided, is how French people say mirror. Mirror! Why not, right? Said to have inexplicable magical properties born of the child's own power. Such is the artifact's potency that the Enchantress always takes it to the battlefield whenever forced into violent confrontation. Yet now the power of Morgiana's mirror wanes, its power closely tied to the purity of the Bretonnian soil. The only way to restore the mirror to its full potency is to transmit her powers of warding across Carcassonne to help remove all signs of corruption festering across the land. And we'll get Morgiana's mirror, through which the lady's worldly representative peers directly into the hearts and minds of enemy wizards, so she might prepare her defense. So extra cost reduction for the Law of Life spells, which is pretty great. Be able to spam those a lot. You know, some of the, like Awaken the Wood, quite a cheap spell, getting it even cheaper. It's just nice to spam that a bunch and trigger the healing effects of her Law attribute. And spell resistance is nice too. But yeah, we're going to do that. We got some money out of it. Just good news all around. So I'm going to head up to here, and let's actually have a look. So the Tower of the Enchantress, we're not going to be able to get for ages. So yeah, you get the quest when she hits level 2, which seems very early for a quest item, but it's going to be a long time until we actually unlock it. So, you know, bit annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, so we've got some cavalry now, so let's just get some more infantry, shall we? Yeah, that'll do. Alright, cool. It's a good-looking army. That's the turn. That is, it's a disappointing turn. Not much of a turn. No buildings to build, nothing. Just that's the turn. Alright, gonna head up to Ferignac, which we can reach. Might be a bit of a tough fight with Maggot there. Gonna be quite exciting. If I auto-resolve, we can lose our Battle Pilgrims, which is a terrible idea, because they're our Battle Pilgrims. They're supposed to be our speciality. Even though they're not the best things in the world, but we're gonna do our best to make them, you know, big and tough and capable. It is gonna be a siege battle, of course, but we do have a Blessed Field Trebuchet. So yeah, this is gonna be, this is actually going to be quite trying, I think. The main advantage we have is that none of these, certainly the goblins, aren't particularly good damage dealers, and we have someone that will just damage, you know, every model over time. So the bigger the model count, the more damage they'll take, which is nice. So let's fight it. Actually, you can't scale on model count. Can't do. Because it would do like 1,000 damage per second otherwise. That would be a bit much. But still, they don't do much damage. So we can, yeah, we can really capitalise there. Alright, have the peasants go for those rules. You guys climb up. Battle Pilgrims can go in behind. I guess Grail Guardians need to do the same. Doesn't seem to be really any archers pointed right at us here. So, let's just charge everyone else in, I suppose. And the archers... Let's get into these forests, so they'll have some cover. And yeah, Awakening the Woods, we can probably land on these guys rather nicely. Well, it looks like they're already starting to run. Interesting. Now we have mounted human, who honestly have nothing to do yet. We'll charge them in later, if I remember. So a few dead. I mean, the worst places to die. It's all quite pretty, isn't it? Lovely blue skies. Man, I absolutely adore the design of Bretonnia's, like, settlements and everything. It's great. I mean, it's not a total war thing, it's just a Bretonnia thing. They use the same, like, source images. But yeah, they're gorgeous, because the thing with it is that this is essentially old elven architecture
With haste.
that has sort of been rebuilt, you know, by humans. So it's sort of an interesting mix of those cultures. Okay, seem a bit squished in there, so I'll take advantage of that. Alright, good. Big chunk of damage there. Battle Pilgrims running in. Yeah, a few folks taking some damage here. You guys seem to have forgotten how to climb ladders. I'll just suggest you do that again. Good.
Enchantress.
And there we go. This door is opened weirdly. No, it hasn't. Oh, okay. It looked like he was under attack. I can't understand how. It just said they captured this area. Okay, I don't know what was going on there. Oh, well. No killing for you. Unacceptable. Nice, that's big damage. Big damage. Love to see it. Alright, how are you lot doing? You doing well? Hard to tell, honestly. Hard to tell. Alright, these orc boys are going to be a problem. Definitely need to get... Oh! No, that's not been destroyed yet. It's just opening for larks. I really hate when it does that. So frustrating. Alright, let's shoot these orc boys. Because I reckon there's enough gaps that this would be useful. We do also have the trebuchet. Could have probably fired through some of this area with the trebuchet. Let's go for those goblin archers, perhaps. Oh, they're already injured, but... Alright, we're jumping straight down, I think. Alright, so we're in. Oh, okay. Things have gone a bit weird already. Just get stuck in, yeah? You two. And that is a lot of enemies. Let's see if we can't melt them. Alright, we did a lot of damage to our own guys there, but that's okay. They're peasants. It's why they chose to be born as peasants. It's definitely their choice. Alright, once again, our paladin's going head to head with the enemy's war boss. Love to see it. Love to see it. Oh, get a bit distracted. Battle Pilgrims! So doing some good damage here. We can do some more damage over there or over here. Where do we want to go? Not sure. Shoot someone else now. Shoot those goblins. Actually, shoot these archers. That works.
Spearmen at arms! Die, fiends! For the
Okay.
grail!
So, who are we aiming for? Might be good to break this so we can push through. And I feel like you archers aren't achieving much shooting at these guys. Oh, Paladin's doing a great job over here, though. Really good job. Oh, you know what? Let's shoot them. And let's get our Grail Guardians. Nice and powerful.
By the lady! By the lady!
Oh, these goblins are doing a good job. Against our poor old peasants. Poor old peasants.
Fay Enchantress.
Don't pity them, it's what they're for. Trying to get into character. Although, you know, the Fay Enchantress has more of a
Your command!
sort of you know, charitable vibe than most of the other lords. Kind of her thing. Well, we're getting some good damage in there, you know. Nice. Hopefully that'll start a rout before long. Let's get you stuck in over here. We've got a bit of a rout over here, though. And this is a whole heap of mess. It really is. Let's get a better angle, and I'll let them just shoot themselves.
Ever ready.
You know. Alright. Right in the middle. Let's try and break this.
Loyal and true!
Alright, good.
Hastily!
What are you guys doing, peasant mob? What are you playing at? Let's charge this way. Battle Pilgrims can fight this way. Yeah, I'll be fine. Alright, still chasing off those peasants. Go for those goblins next, maybe. Looks like those... Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Did we kill the orcs that were up here? Or did they run away? I guess they ran away. Alright, I guess the archers did do something. in the end. That's nice to see. We still have all of our Grail Guardians, which is very nice. I'm getting some extra damage into them. Very cool. How much damage have you done? 24,000. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Again, let's see if we can break a whole bunch. Some pretty good damage. Alright, let's charge about this way. Okay, looks like that's going well. You guys are having a great time up there, aren't you? Okay, we've finally taken the walls. Let's get you guys up here.
MORGIANA.
I'll say these goblins. They've probably done a fair bit of damage while they've been sat here.
What do you mean? Smite them!
Enchantress.
Okay, let's charge back this way.
Bretonnia!
I'll see if I can't get these goblins. If I can break them, I can travel up and around. Maybe I get those ones instead, actually. They seem like a nice soft target. Whereas those guys will hopefully be taking damage from Trebuchet. Alright, these guys are still going.
By the lady!
Yeah, these goblins. Die already. Rude.
In her service.
Alright, I'm going to get another heal over here. And I'm going to try and get that barricade with the mounted human. Okay, good. Let's get up here. And let's charge back at them. Hopefully that'll work. I don't know if the barricade is going to stop us getting a proper charge on them. Although it does look like they're fleeing the barricades. That's good. They might just move over and we'll be stuck there, but that's okay. As long as we're delaying the enemy, you know.
Sorceress.
I'm saying Battle Pilgrims, 171 kills. They've been doing a good job. You're completely confused, aren't you? Completely confused. It's okay. They're Grail Guardians. They'll be fine. And, oh, there we go. Yeah. Once the Grail Guardians in the back line, they didn't want anything to do with us. I get it. I get it. I'd be the same. Grail Guardians are scary. They're basically all Captain America, but French. It's scary. Alright, well done. 223 kills for Capitaine de Francais. Okay, this is ours.
She's the Grail.
And we have Silveron. This proud and noble unicorn elevates the Enchantress above her host, so all may see and be strengthened by her blessed presence. Too right.
What do you seek?
I seek leveling up. And leveled up. Let's get... So lowball militia. Will get us some extra melee defense from peasants. I'm wondering if I just want to go Worshippers of the Grail, and then we can just immediately get better battle pilgrims. We can't get any yet though, so it feels a bit of a waste. That's not a bad idea, getting extra charge bonus and weapon strength for all of our knights. You know, including the Grail Guardians, of course. But yeah, I think I just want our front line to hold, as I want all this trash to be
You seek
a little less trashy. We've also got the Bombarded Warhorse for Louis de Milliers. Let's get you hard to hit. I just want you to stay in combat for a long time.
who calls me.
That's what I want from you. Some serious sustain. Okay, so we need to get Braganal and St. Jack. Or Jacques. St. Jacques. There's a St. Jack locally. And, you know, same spelling. But everyone just says St. Jack because, you know, we're English speakers, so that's how that works. Let's get to the next turn, I reckon.
Ever ready.
Although, oh, it's global though. Yeah, I won't bother recruiting. We'll be fine. Also, more importantly, just realised I have a friend called Jack, spelled like that. But I mean, there's specifically a St. Jack and a Jack. Do you mean they're both pronounced
Your will.
Jack? So you know. But by the king's word, the eternal grace of the lady, is Bretonnia governed for the good of its people. And quest successful. Constructed Tower of the Enchantress. What are you talking about? We never did that. What? Well done, you did it. Did we? So that's very unusual. I don't quite understand how that happened. What the hell? I mean, I'll take it, I guess. So, thanks. Here we have the mirror now. Okay. How odd.
Grant you this boon.
Is it the mod that has done that? Does it just tick off? Or they just automatically gone, okay, stuff that requires work just gets ticked off because there's no way of knowing whether a quest is actually possible on this map or not. So they just go, oh yeah, all quests just complete the next turn or something. That's not something I've noticed in other campaigns, but, you know, maybe they just did that to all of them, and then they are going through separately to, you know, reassign them their actual objectives or change them if need be. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's part of the workflow that they've decided upon to make sure stuff functions. I don't know. A pure conjecture. Could just be a bug. But yeah, cool. We have the mirror now. I still want that tower though, because I'm pretty sure that's a very good tower. Because let's see. Hero recruit rank for all provinces +2. Corruption -2 for all provinces is pretty good too. Extra 50 chivalry per turn is quite significant. And extra Winds of Magic power reserve is nice too. You know, pretty cool. Also, Morgiana's mirror, right? The flavor text. Well, for the quest, it was talking about how girls are essentially, you know, taken by the Fay Enchantress and returned as damsels later. They also take men, but the men are never seen again. None of the men can be spellcasters, only the women. So any boy who basically can, like, has the ability to channel magic, yeah, they just get disappeared. It's pretty grim. Pretty scary. Now let's have a look. In fact, the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay campaign that I'm DMing at the moment, very rarely. It's hard to get a group of people together, like, regularly. It's tough. But anyway, one of my players is playing a Bretonnian wizard who's fled. So he's a hedge witch essentially, but yeah, because he's from Bretonnia, he's had to flee, which I think is quite fun, quite a fun angle. So sewer cleaning sounds like it might be useful. Death grip as well, kind of good. They're all quite good. I mean, maybe we just go for the Green Tide Decree, but I feel like in 3 turns we're gonna have wiped these guys out, so it feels a bit pointless, you know? Winter Woes for Norsca are a bit far south for that to be useful. I mean, Sewer Clean Decree, we're definitely going to be having to deal with Skaven at some point. Although more so if I annoy them now. Maybe I don't want to do that. Oh, it's a tough one, actually. It's a tough one to know which one to go for. I wanted to get one of these early, though. Maybe let's go with economic investment so we can get some extra growth and money. And we'll just hold up on the decrees for now, because we don't actually need to make a decree. Feels a bit weird to make a decree ahead of that faction being a problem. You know? I feel like making a decree is like, the vampires are being naughty, I decree that we go fight them. And everyone goes, okay. That sounds good. And then that's how that works. Anyway, moving on. And I know that doing a decree in advance is, like, strategically better, but, like, I don't care. I don't care about strategy. That's boring. No, I care about the fluff, you know? I want it to be a fluffy decision when I do stuff like that. Oh, well, that's perfect. We'll just lose the peasant mob that I wanted to get rid of anyway. Now we've got the Armour of the Midsummer Sun. That sounds useful. Orcs Bane. Yeah, that makes sense. Leadership against orcs. I mean, yeah, they saw it in time, mob of peasants slaughtered, but that's fine. They have armor, so they know that their armor's working, so they should be a lot more confident. Greenskin savages deserve no... excuse me, no mercy, but the sharp edge of a blade. And Thograt Dribblechin, I'm sad he's dead. He has a silly name. I like a good silly name. So these enchanted plates channel sunlight so beams of light burst forth to blind the foe as the wearer approaches. Troth completed. Having completed their current troth, this character may now go on to make a new pledge towards their next one. And does that mean that you got that too, or are you a level behind? You're level 5, you need to be level 6 before that's ticked off, that's fine.
Fay Enchantress.
Now let's see, Lowborn Militia, let's finish that. Then I might start getting some magic for her. It's a tough one to know what to do. There's a lot of cool stuff. Oh, we're getting extra cash here. I don't really want to deal with global recruitment if I'm just going to jump onto here next turn. There might even be a recruitment building there. I'm actually not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll keep these recruitment buildings in Carcassonne and Dragon Falls. And we'll probably build stuff in Embrun as well. It's hard to know. Hard to know what to do just yet. I don't know where I want my base of operations to be. I mean, Castle Carcassonne, obviously. But I do want to have, like, other reliable areas. But yeah, I might just put all my recruitment in Carcassonne. And just make everything else sort of farmland and stuff. We'll see. Which, actually, if everything's going to be farmland, a weaving house seems a bit pointless. I'm going to get rid of them, and we can promote growth nice and early. God, our replenishment isn't quite keeping pace with the damage we're taking. Oh no, I lie, it is. Alright. Nice. Okay, I'm glad we've done that.
I protect Bretonnia.
Because that means we've destroyed the faction.
You have the favor of the
We've
Fae.
destroyed the faction in episode 1. I'm pretty happy with that. So do I want vigor loss reduction? Maybe. That's going to be useful for absolutely everybody in our army. So it's Jacques.
Prophecy.
Again, more weaving houses. I think we can destroy all of this. Alright, it's ridiculous we've got a load of industry here. We're going to make all farmland, okay? Because there is a bit of a weird one. So you have less income from farms if you have industry, and vice versa. So we want to make sure that we go all in on one thing, and I want to go all in on farmland. Even though I think going all in on tailors. So I think the thing with tailors is you earn more money for less slots, because you actually need to have the water wheel to get the landed estate. So like you've got to build 2 building slots to get farmland as good as it can be. Though that does give extra income from farms, so that means that would actually earn like 900 if you max out, whereas this will only earn 400, but it's 1 building slot. So if you have any other recruitment buildings or resource buildings, you can build the industry one. So say there's a resource like wine or something, you can get wine, wools, and still make some money. You know, with a tailor, it's easier to do that than to have the full thing. But seeing as how we're putting on our recruitment in Castle Carcassonne, we're just going to have farmland here. So that's the plan. Alright, that is the plan. Also, let's get Deadly Blade. I just realised we did a battle before doing this, but I'm pretty sure these are all going to be terrible. Yeah, these are all going to be really bad. So, with the purest of pure hearts, I shall burden my knowledge and spirit to face evil. With the confidence, love, and comfort of the lady to carry out her will, the banishment of tyranny is all, for I am her acolyte, now and forever. So, pledge Manan, win a battle at sea, pledge campaign, win a siege battle in desert or jungle climate, or defeat a legendary lord of the Ogre Kingdoms, Beastmen, Greenskins, or Dark Elves. None of these factions are anywhere near us as far as I know. I mean, I think Scrag is like kind of nearby, but not really. I mean, I don't know where the hell the Dark Elves are. Not a clue on this map. I have no idea. But like so Beastmen maybe Beastmen. Like maybe Morga starts nearby. I think he does on this game. I think Morga starts in like Astalia. I think. But that's no guarantee we'll see them. So I think we actually need to go pledge to Manan to win a battle at sea, but there's no point doing any of these
Enchantress.
until we see something. And you have the same lot, don't you? Yep, the same ones, just in a different order. So we're not going to do any of these vows. I will almost certainly, like 95%, forget to do one of these before we do whatever is required to complete it. That's almost certainty. We may have to just jump into sea and like go treasure hunting or something, see if there's a shipwreck that'll start a battle. We may have to do that. So I mean, that is something that is fairly good to be able to do. So before I end this episode, now that I actually have some...
Who calls?
Oh, no, no one wants to trade. I was about to say, now that I actually have some territory,
Welcome to fair Bretonnia.
let's start
Now
doing some
is the
trade
time
and things.
to unite.
Do I want to
Yes?
spend $1,000 to trade? I do have quite a lot of money, so I'm actually going to spend that money just so I can start getting some good
The Empire
relations with folks.
valiant
Alright, good. So we've done a bit of diplomacy. Things are looking good. Ish. I mean, we got a handle on things. We are going to need to go over here and declare war on these undead skelly boys. I was going to call them an SOB, but don't know why. Just like needlessly violent against them in my language anyway. So yeah, there's also a bunch of Skaven here. Of course, Skaven Blight is on the map, but all of this appears to be Skaven. So I reckon we are going to have a big fight with Skaven, and annoyingly, they can just hop straight over this mountain, straight into our territory, which is going to make a war against them incredibly difficult and costly. So the more we can delay that, the better. Which means that, as far as technology is concerned, avoiding getting sewer cleaning decreed for a while, it means we'll be less prepared when they do show up, but they'll show up much later, hopefully, because we wouldn't have that minus 50 diplomatic relations against them. So yeah, I think we're going to have to deal with the undead first, and maybe start building walls on some of these places as soon as we can. But once we start getting farming, that'll give us extra growth, we can build walls, which should be hopefully okay. Fingers crossed. But anyway, guys, it's the end of episode 1. Hooray! We made it. If you're enjoying this, then please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
Dark are these times.